Sorry, folks, I got a little long-winded there. I have a tendency to do that, but I'll do my best to try and keep these videos shorter in the future. But back here to the persuasive research project, I just want to go through and get you folks going down the right road as you start looking into what you want to do your research project on. And if you look at the reading assignment for this week from our Prentice Hall reference guide, it's chapter 59, and I just want to focus on one area on page 325 as far as finding a topic, because they say to go through the following steps when looking into a topic for your research paper. And I just want to hit a couple of these, and this is at the bottom of 325. They say to decide on a purpose. Second, decide on a general topic that interests you. I really see both of those two tying together, folks, and I think that's really the good kickoff for your research project, is determining where you want to go with this particular paper. Because don't look at it as a way of trying to impress your professor or trying to impress your classmates or trying to tackle some real complicated topic where it will be a miserable experience for you. Don't do that. What I really recommend when it comes to choosing a topic is pick something that really matters to you. I think that is so important in writing, to make sure that we're choosing topics, that we're choosing things to write about that really matter to us individually. Because if we're not passionate about it, guess what? It's going to more than likely going to be a very painful experience, and writing is tough enough without it being something that we're not enjoying as well. So that's my recommendation to all of you folks, is that you think about a topic that is tied into something that you're interested in personally, and you have that opportunity. You've got a lot of flexibility with this research project to write about a lot of different topics. So I would recommend maybe choosing a topic that ties into your career field, or that ties into a future career field that you want to look into. What is it that really matters to you folks? And I'd like that to be what you focus on for your paper, because if it's something you're excited about and you're interested in, guess what? It's something that's more than likely going to be exciting and interesting for me and the rest of the class as well. So what you might want to do here soon, folks, because we need to get the ball rolling on this project quickly, is go into the week one materials, and you'll find within the assignments, information, and materials folder, there's another folder in there that's dedicated just to the persuasive research project. So what I'd recommend doing is going into that folder and kind of browsing through the materials and getting familiar with the project as a whole, because I think you'll appreciate the fact that this course breaks this project down into smaller components. It's not like you have to tackle this research as one massive paper at one time. It's set up so that you're working on certain elements of the paper throughout the class. So for example, next week your topic proposal is due. Following that will be your problem definition essay. That will be defining the problem that you've identified. And then after that will be the solution essay. And then finally, you'll be able to combine both parts together with an introduction and conclusion, with your references page and a title page, into one complete research project. So I think you'll like the way this is broken down into different elements. It makes it easier to manage doing short segments at a time rather than having to write a long research project. So bring up this research project, kind of get a sense for what the report encompasses as a whole. Don't get too tied up into the details of the project definition or solution essay at this point. You can look at the topic proposal, because that'll be coming up due next week, so you'll probably want to get going on that here soon. But I'd like you to look at the area that is entitled Suggested Topics for this persuasive research project, and there are 17 suggested topics, and this is not an exhaustive list. It's up to you folks to pick a topic that really interests you. The only thing we don't want you to do is focus on topics that deal with morality or values or beliefs, because those can tend to be biased and not objective. So I would recommend looking at this general list here, and you can pick a topic from there, or choose something that might tie into one of your particular career fields as well. So here's an example of how I might approach this particular project. If I look down this list, one of the areas that really stands out to me is outsourcing, because I was in the automotive industry for over 20 years, and outsourcing had a devastating impact on manufacturers like the ones that I worked for. So this is a topic that hits close to home, and I'm interested in, and I could write and offer some insights on because I lived it for a long period of time. So I might look at outsourcing as a topic for my research paper, and it's a big topic, a huge topic. So it's not like I could write a paper on outsourcing as a whole. That would be more like an entire book. I need to break down this topic into something that I could manage in a shorter research paper. So I might look at, for example, the impact of outsourcing on automotive manufacturers here in West Michigan. So that's kind of the next step, folks. You can look at something that really stands out to you that would interest you, like outsourcing. The next phase is, what aspect of that topic could you focus on within a scope that's manageable, that you could write about in this research paper. So for me, if I looked at the impact that outsourcing has had on West Michigan manufacturers, that would be the problem. The next step would be, okay, well, what are some of the solutions to that? Not changing the fact that work is going over to China or down to Mexico or South America. That's not going to change. So what things do manufacturers need to do here in West Michigan to remain competitive and to remain viable? Or what do professionals like me need to do to broaden my skills so that I can move outside of the automotive industry and work in some other industries as well? So that's just an example of how you folks can approach, first of all, identifying that topic. That's the first choice. And again, make sure that it's something that you really care about and that matters to you. And then from there, you can go to that next step and start putting together your topic proposal. So I would recommend doing that first. Start thinking about your topic, where you're at right now, and then go on and start working on the topic proposal and get that ready for early next week. Just want to close here, folks, with one comment. Make sure, if you get stuck, make sure that you get my help, because that's why I'm here. And go into my office and post questions there, and I'll do my best to answer and address those questions there. If you feel the need to speak one-on-one with me, that's absolutely fine. If you go to the information that's in the syllabus section of the class, you'll see where I've got my contact information in there. If you want to use Wimba Pronto, for example, we can use that application and talk one-on-one. We can schedule some time where we can go into the live classroom and spend some time there, and I can go through and show you how to navigate around in the systems, and we can talk about different aspects of the assignments. We can talk via Skype. If necessary, I can give you my phone number too. Just shoot me an email, or if you want to talk talk on the phone, I can let you know what my phone number is. But I don't want you folks to incur long distance phone charges either. So a lot of ways that we can correspond and work through maybe some of the issues that you're having. So don't feel in any way hesitant to get help from me and other classmates to work your way through these assignments that you have coming up here. So I think that's pretty much it for now, folks. I hope you have an enjoyable rest of the week. I know we've got a good vacation coming up here with a holiday weekend coming up, so we're off on Sunday and Monday. I hope you have a good holiday weekend, and I'm looking forward to interacting with you more in this class.